Hello, and thank you so much for listening to the Secret to Success podcast. My name is Deanna Mitchell, and I am the COO of the ATSJR Companies. I'm extremely excited to be here with you today, and I'm grateful for Antonio for allowing me to do the interviews for the Secret to Success podcast. It has been so amazing and such an amazing experience. Well, today on this episode, we are speaking with Miss Lady Myya Taylor. She is one of the members of Antonio's ATSJR network, and we are interviewing her today to find out more about her, who she is, and what it is she's really doing at this point in her life. So I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy, and know that you have a cheerleader for you wherever you are. Thank you so much for listening to the Secret to Success podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Secret to Success podcast. Today, we have Ms. Myya Taylor on the phone with us today. So, Ms. Myya, why don't you tell the audience about you?
Okay, first off, I want to say I am Lady Myya. Lady Myya, I just want to be such a cheerleader for those that are out there that feel like they're alone. I just want to be the person, that little voice that gives you just a little bit of for the day or that week or whatever situation you're actually trying to get through. Just about myself, it would be more so I'm a mother of 3 to 5 kids, and so I'm married, and I am just loving life at this point in time, especially with this new journey that I'm on. The whole focus point of just having someone in your corner was big for me, only because of the fact that I always felt like I would give, and there wasn't much to kind of give back into me what I was giving. So it was so many times that I found myself to feel empty, but I don't want anyone to feel that way. So that's pretty much what I have.
All right, so I have a few questions for you, but what I want to start off with is you say you're enjoying your journey. So what is this journey that you're currently on?
I guess a lot of the older viewers may be able to kind of like really relate to this. I am an empty nester, you guys. So it is a new journey. You know, this is the time that I thought would never come. And here it is, you know, that I just felt like, okay, something has to happen. You know, I used to pour into my kids, and now I have all this time and energy to pour into people that can use being poured into. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what are you doing, like, in this journey, in the journey of the emptiness and the journey of pouring into to others? How are you doing that now that the kids are gone, just you and your husband? How are you pouring into others?
Well, we used to, when we were living in another state, we used to live in Florida, and what we would do is people that were around us and close to us, what we would do is encourage them so many times, so often. My husband one time just took this whole family in front of the Aldi and prayed with them. So we just want to pour into people. We want people to see that, you know, there's so much love that we can give, and not only for us to give, but to teach or, you know, at least show others that they can also do the same. You know, it doesn't take much. I mean, a smile, you know, oh, good morning, and, you know, maybe, oh, that's nice pair of glasses, you know, just the little things that would actually get people through their day. It just would make life that much easier and just people's outlook at that point in time a little bit better. I'm definitely having fun doing this only because with my podcast, you guys, I have so much fun. You do not understand. I am to a point where, like, I'm elated every time an opportunity that I get a chance to talk to the people and see, hey, what's going on in your neck of the woods. And even if you don't want to say too much to me, I want to give you options. I want to open the door. I want to open your eyes. See that it's not all bleak and grim where you are. Just, try. The passion was forced for you, easily be accessed if only look. So that's what I have to say. Just my podcast, it's life.
Yeah, I noticed you did kind of, your tone changed when you started talking about your podcast. So tell us more about your podcast. What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast is Living Your Best Life with Lady Myya. Yes.
All right. So tell us more about your podcast. What inspired you to start your podcast?
Just wanted to love on people, and share the love that I do have, and just, give it to people that actually need it, in hopes, it'll just help them, with whatever situations that they're actually going through. I went through a good bit in my life. I've been through several marriages, not several, but a few. And so it made me feel very insecure. Like insecurity. I really had to just kind of turn around and look at the person that I was becoming. And I wanted to, not go that route anymore. And then all these other routes just kind of came up. And I was just like, you know what, this is very overwhelming. What is it that I want? What is it that is going to make me very, very happy and know that I can just spread the love without losing myself? And this podcast was everything, so everything. Depression, alcoholism, just a lot of extra things that kind of got on the plate of life at the time that it did, just because of the things that I kind of went through in a lifetime before. But yet and still, just because you make mistakes or you may have made a wrong turn does not necessarily take you out of the game. Don't. You're still here. You're still breathing. You still have the activities of your limbs. You still have thoughts and ambitions and goals. And any time that you dream, just know that you're still living. Always. And there's always something that you can do to make your life, your situation, or whatever, make it better. Your body, if you want to lose the weight, why can't you? Why can't you? I just saw a interview, or at least a segment on how people tend to eat and how they justify their eating. They said it's usually from them wanting to give themselves a gift for doing a job well done, or depression. And they always equate it with an emotion. I want people to know this. When you equate anything with an emotion, you really have to, it takes 3 seconds to change your emotion. 1, 2, 3. I'm happy. And I'm choosing to be happy. And I'm going to always be happy. And there's nothing nobody else can do or say to make that any different. Now, how you decide to handle what happens after that, that is completely up to you, but it's always a choice. So, I'm sorry.
Oh, no need to apologize. So you said something that I believe every person needs to understand and hear. You said it's a choice. It takes you 3 seconds to make a decision. How important is your decision to your everyday life? Your decision to decide to be happy, your decision to decide to stay angry. How important is your decision to your everyday life?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked that question. Okay, let me just say this. I had a segment in a class that I am attending, and they were talking about basically how when they were younger, they weren't allowed to talk or say anything or even have an opinion. I was one in the same, that old school, you're seen and not heard.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many times my voice would get shut down or I wasn't even allowed to have one. And I just got to a point, and if I can just say a quick story.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I was young. I had 2 kids. I'm sitting there, and I'm at a job. I was a waitress. And there was a woman. There was another woman just about the same age as me. And she was waitressing as well. But she would come to work and not have to struggle nearly as hard as I had to. I wasn't a ball full of energy as I am now. So I was very clammish. I was just very closed in and different things like that because my upbringing was don't talk. You don't say a word. You do what you're told. That's it. So everything was basically strangled from young, very young. Whereas I got to this job. This job and that woman taught me something so...
So, Deanna, you've been trying something new here and you like it, right?
Yes, sir. I definitely do. If you experience stress or anxiety or chronic pain or have trouble sleeping at least once a week, Antonio, we are no longer alone in this. Many of us do. So personally, I experience having issues trying to stay focused, as well as sometimes I just don't sleep throughout the night. I wake up maybe every hour, every other hour. And not staying focused, I'm scattered brain. I have projects that are not completed, and then waking up because I'm not able to sleep. I'm waking up drained, not full of energy. Sometimes I kind of doze off during trainings, and that's just not good. But guess what?
You definitely doze off during training. That's for sure.
I do, and I'm so sorry. But I was searching for anything that would help me, and guess what? I discovered Feels. It's FEALS, and what it is, it's a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. It feels as naturally, helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleepiness. Now, when it comes to me staying focused and finishing projects, and I don't know if you have noticed, but I have been flooding your messages with completed projects lately. And
You've been on it. You've been on it. You've been on it, and I'm grateful. Feels, I am grateful to you. FEALS. I'm grateful. Actually, you even got me a 50% discount, Deanna. So I've been trying it, and I'm feeling really good this morning. I woke up this morning, 2:13 a.m., ready to work. I've been working since 2:13 a.m. this morning. I read a whole 500-page book. That's the truth. I'm not just saying that, but you know that. I literally read a 500-page, or actually 600-page book this morning, and I've just been on it. I'm just grateful for you. You are my COO, so when you recommend a brand, I tend to listen. But please, keep finish telling me about it, because you know more about it than me. You introduced me to the product.
Yes, sir, definitely. So as you know, what you do is you place a few drops of feels under your tongue, and you can feel the difference within minutes. What I learned is that the thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is extremely important, because it's different for everyone. Me, preferably, I prefer the in the 600 milliliter. I prefer the 40. I'm trying to remember the 40% dosage that you get, because it just helps keep me focused. And then when it's time for me to rest at night, that's the one I use. So everyone's dose is different. And so they said,
yeah, I'm a bit heavier than you, so I'm doing just a tad bit more than you. But no, I feel great. I don't get that over CBD high or something like that. It makes the important part here is it feels good using feels, and that's what's really important. Really important.
Yes, it definitely feels good, and because it's all natural, you don't get that high or that hangover or the addiction of it. It's literally because it's all natural. And the other thing about it is, which I thought was absolutely awesome, is that they offer a free CBD hotline to help guide you for your personal experience. So if you have questions about it, you can definitely give them a call.
Right. Absolutely. And we did that. We were on the phone. Was it Matt, or was it? I think it was Matt.
Yes.
We were on the phone with. Yes, it was Matt. Yes, sir. We were on the phone with Matt. Matt sat down with us for 20 minutes. So that's all about the product, how the way they extract it from the source in itself, and just all sorts of stuff. A lot of people, because it's important to get it from the greatest extraction point possible. It's like a fresh cup of coffee, or so to speak. Now they're getting it before it comes out the ground. Just amazing things that they do. So I thought that was my favorite part about that. So I'm really excited about it. Anything else I should know? Because you're teaching us. You're teaching me.
Yes. You can actually join the Phil's community to get Phil's delivered to your door every month. They have a membership, and you'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time.
So how do we get it?
So what you do is you go to feals.com, FEALS.com/secret. It's FEALS.com/secret, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping.
Man, sounds great to me. Just got mine yesterday and already tried this morning. You got yours a week ago, so you're doing pretty good with it. And it comes in a nice, pretty package too. I do like their package.
Yes,
a nice delivery.
Doesn't it? I thought that was absolutely awesome. And then they give you the different examples, the different sample sizes, so they give you how to sample it to test your level. So once you start with the actual product, you already know what level it is, so you're not experimenting with your actual oil. They actually give you the experimental. So I'm grateful for them for doing that. And again, it's Feals, FEALS.com/secret.
Who found that it didn't make any sense. Now, mind you, and I don't mean to talk about her. She was not the best looking person in this vicinity, I should say. And so, but how she would talk to people, how open she was, how willing she was to always be like, oh, no, I got you. Oh, no, I got you. This girl would clear 200 a night without even trying. I was like, I can't even feed my kids tonight. And why I can't be like that? So it opened me up to not say anything. like, I have to speak. I have to say those things because who else will? And if they do or they don't, I'm still going to do it regardless of what. But it did change my life because of the fact that, like, I thought that, oh, well, she's kind of out there. But when I started seeing what she was doing and saying, I said, no, I want to be her. I want to be her. I don't care how I got to get to it. I want to be her. And when I started selling cars, oh, God, they just opened the floodgates, and then the system won't shut up. So, yeah, that's kind of my story, pretty much.
Okay. So you used to be a car salesman.
Oh, God, I used to do all of it, everything. Anything and everything you could think of, I did. Yeah, I always went with where the money was. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You're perfectly fine. So with everything that you've done, with everything that you've learned, what led you to this moment in your life on this day?
Wow. That's below the belt, Miss Deanna. It's all good. It's all good. I'm an open book. Okay, so I would say 2016. I was working 2 jobs, still trying to juggle 3 kids and a house. I kept passing out, and I got rushed to the hospital, only to find out that I had MS. And so that was more of another eye-opener, but in the other way, because I was working so much. It was just like, okay, when will you slow down? Okay, let me take her out to slow her down. Like, she's doing too much. And it just really, it slowed me down. It slowed me down. I had to see that, okay, you can't just work. The kids are going to be grown soon. And then what? You know, and I looked at my husband like, well, dang, it's just us. What we going to do? Because we going to kill each other. So, you know, I didn't want that to happen. So, you know, this is why the podcast is pretty much my lifesaver. It pretty much is my lifesaver. And not only is it, you know, a lifesaver for me, I can only hope that it would be a lifesaver for someone else.
Okay. So my next question, and I promise it won't be below the belt this time. With everything that you've gone through, with everything that you've worked for, what do you think has been your biggest secret to success to this day?
Biggest secret to success? Wow. My greatest secret is the strength of God, because He's the only one giving it to me at this point in time. I can take all the pills that I want, I can do all that extra stuff, but yet and still, like, having just some mental clarity, just having the still sounding voice in your ear to tell you and let you know that you're not alone. You know, I'm going to give you my strength and I'll loan it to you. But you have not because you ask not. And if you don't ask for His strength, you won't have it. But I totally and completely, like, am a firm believer that my greatest strength and my greatest success is all from Him. It's always been. I haven't gotten this far and killed any kids. So, you know, thank God.
Mine is 4, so we haven't got to the want to kill him just yet stage.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know, right?
He's still cute right now.
Oh, thank you.
So, what is the greatest lesson that you've learned from the beginning to today? What is the greatest lesson that you've learned about yourself?
Ooh. Stop listening to the haters. Keep your life as best as you can to your best ability. I'm like my family is kind of a little stuck up. I don't want to say that out loud, but it's the truth. It's the truth. They're very stuck up, and it was so like, oh my goodness, like, oof. But at the same time, I look at it like, you know what? Whatever they say, however they say it, and how close they are to me when saying it, it's not going to do anything. It is not, and it will not, or ever, change what I do. Not happening. Either way you look at it. I got to that point where, oh, well, you have to get married. Marry the man that I didn't even like. No, don't do it. Because they can steer you, they can really, really steer you astray. Because they don't even know everything that's going on. They didn't know he was an alcoholic. They didn't know that he was sitting up there gambling the frickin' money for the house away. You can't say or put anybody in their own situation that they can't put themselves in. I'm saying to the people that are like, well, such and such said I should do this. Don't. Really assess your own life, your own situation. You're closer to the whole situation than anyone is. Mm-hmm. It just would not make any sense for someone outside to tell you, oh, well, you didn't clean that thing that was on your carpet all this time. You don't even know. That's been sitting there for a while. And why? Because I wanted to. You don't pay my bill. Sorry, you guys, I got my one off. So sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Because I understand. I've been there. I understand. You don't pay none of that bill in here. Don't tell me what's wrong with my house. Okay.
I know.
So I understand.
Yes. But I try to keep it as real as possible. Let people know. Don't do that, because they will steer you wrong every time. Now, I will say this to the older people that may have gone through some of the similarities. Don't always listen to them either, because my grandmama told me other stuff about grown old men, and I was just like, how does that make any sense? But whatever. They have wisdom, yes. Take it with a grain of salt, what they say, and use what you need, because not everything is even something that you can actually relate to or even like do. Because it's a different time. You know, I was told, hey, hit the ground, go to every spot and get you some applications and fill everything out. Everything is online now. Yeah. You can't do that. You know, they tell you, well, all you got to do is, do this and do that, No. Have you even looked online? Have you even heard any of the news? Stop getting the newspaper all the time, and you only get on a certain section. That has no bearing on what advice you're trying to give me. I just want people to know, like, you can listen to them, yes. You want to be perfectly and utterly respectful, because you're going to get old one day. You don't want those. You don't want the kids or the younger people saying some things that we say to the older people right now. but yet and still you want to be always respectful and respect that they got through everything that they did to get to their point. You have to do the same for you. So, I mean, in retrospect, like, I would say my greatest lesson is definitely just not listening to other people, what they say, how they say it, or whatever, that know that, you know, no bills is being paid by nobody else. So really what you do is your own business, you know? And so I just, you know, look for my own route, you know? And sometimes my own route gets me there quicker than what their route would. So just something to think about, you guys.
All right.
Sorry.
What? Oh no, you're. It has been great speaking with you today, and I have one more question for you.
Oh, sure.
What has been your greatest success up till today?
Greatest success. I think right now, as I sit and think about the things that I've done, or things that I am doing, I should say, because even as of today, I am in a class where I have such a great mentor, and I have so many loving people that are so willing to help me, and I think that's just the greatest thing, because, like, I didn't never see that coming. I didn't, you know, and I had to go through all that to get to this point, you know, and I think it's just very, I say it's my greatest because I don't know, like, how I would definitely, like, get with anything else, really, you know, and it's making me, it's allowing me to see so much stuff that I could be not seeing. But they saw something in me which I didn't see at first, and I'm still trying to see it, and I'm looking, yes, you know, when you get them blurry glasses, you can't see everything just good, you know, but they can see on the outside for you, and just wipe your glasses just a little bit more for you to see what you're worth and what you can do, you know, what you're able to do, and they see it in you, and they give you all this information and different things like that, and of course you take what you need and different things like that, but just the love and the appreciation of all the people that are within this group. And that's like my greatest thing that I do believe in my life, because, like, I would have probably just been like, okay, what else is going on in the news today? Same old stuff that has been going on in the news. So, but no, I'm grateful. I'm forever grateful, because, like, they saw something in me, and they still see things in me. And even when I'm fearful of doing some extra stuff, they're still there to be like, no, we're going to walk with you, and we're going to give you the support that you need. And I'm grateful for that. And that's my greatest accomplishment till today. Yay.
All right. Well, Lady Myya, can you please let our audience know how they can follow your podcast and how they can reach out to you?
Yes. Hi. Okay. So my podcast is called Living Your Best Life with Lady Myya. I am on Facebook. I have a page on Facebook. I'm on Twitter as a Lady Myya. I'm on pretty much everything else. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm on so many other things, like just the standard stuff. I'm on YouTube, you guys. Please like and subscribe and share, please. And so you can actually see me. Yay. See me on there doing, and recording and different things like that. You can see my goofiness. You can see my la-di-da for the day and different things like that. But, you guys, it would be tremendously an honor if you guys could follow me and like and subscribe and listen. There's plenty out here for all of us, You just got to grab it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lady Myya, for joining us today for the Secret to Success podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not catch what she just said, you can find how to reach out to Lady Myya and follow her podcast in our show notes. Everyone have an amazing day. You can plan better. You can dominate.
I'm not sure if you already know this, but you're already absolutely perfect. You're already absolutely great, and you're already living in massive abundance. The most important things that you have is not what you have, it's not what you do, it's what you know. Because the people who do know what you need to know to lead the middle class, they're in the top 1%, and they control 96% of the world's income. 97% of this world is trading time for money, and that is not the way to become rich, it's not the way to become wealthy, and it is absolutely not the way to leave the middle class. There are 7.8 billion people in the world right now, and they all want to learn how to make money and how to leave the middle class. But the way to become a master at anything is to learn all the rules and then bend them to your favor. Right now in this world, there are 2,057 billionaires. Right now. So if you think becoming a billionaire is impossible, that's 2,057 people that have already proved that impossibility incorrect. And if you think that's crazy, there are 46.8 million millionaires in the world, worldwide right now. Now think about that. 46.8 million millionaires, and that number grows 1,730 millionaires every single day. Money is everywhere. You don't need to max out your credit cards. You don't need to borrow from granddad and grandma. Just look behind me. Look at all the wealth sitting behind me in this junkyard. It's insane how much money is everywhere, and you don't need to go out there and beg, borrow, and steal to get it. You just need to know the rules of making money and how to leave the middle class. Essentially, all you need to know is the algorithm of making money, the rules of making money. All you need to know is what to do and how to do it, and you can leave the middle class. Any industry, yoga, golf, underwater basket weaving, clipping fingernails, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is know how to do it, how to get it done, and then find somebody to teach you how to do it, how to get it done, and you will be able to leave the middle class. If you're not getting my point, it's real simple. Whatever you have up here, as long as you understand the rules of leaving the middle class, as long as you understand how to get money, you can take what's up here and get wealthy from what you already have. Right now, the very thing you know up here is already being searched 1,000 times a second on Google. Someone right now, actually 1,730 people right now are going to become a millionaire from the stuff that you have in your head. Why can't this be you? I mean, it's 1,730 people with your ideas that are no better than you, that are going to leave the middle class, become a millionaire. Why are you not next? So how do we do this? How do we take what you know and apply it to objective money-making secrets and then allow you to leave the middle class? How do we take you from where you are and let you escape to where you want to go? So how do we make all this money or take all this knowledge from the Warren Buffetts, from the Elon Musk? How do we take everything that everyone before you has done, and how do we take all of that and then put it in your head so you can leave a legacy for your family? My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. 32 years ago, I lived in a trash can. That's right, from 6 to 14, I had no running water, no electricity, no anything, and somehow I'm in the top 1% today. Not because I had the right background, not because I had a silver spoon in my mouth, simply because being homeless made me learn how to make money. I retired when I was 29 years old. I'm more than likely younger than you. I'm one of the top 1% income earners in one of the richest countries in the world. What I learned how to do when I was 6 years old was learn how to generate enough money to eat some cookies so I wouldn't die to death from starvation. From there, I learned how to go from cookies to a meal. from a meal to clothes to shelter to everything else that supplied my necessary needs. When I was 6, I was forced to learn how to make money, and now that's what I'm going to do and help you do. I've seen amazing results. I have my own economy, I've homeschooled my own children, and I wrote a book that teaches you every single thing that I know about making money, every single thing that other people know about making money, and most importantly, all the stuff that we don't tell you. Because the truth is, and you know it like I know it, the most honest, the most hardworking, unselfish people on planet Earth live in the middle class. Yet, your honesty, your unselfishness, your devout religion-going self is not enough to get to the top 1%, and that's not fair. The second half of my life has been not about how much money I make, but how I will be remembered from all the money that I have made. And I've been trying to teach everybody how to get out the middle class. I'm the crazy guy famous on the internet for trying to create 100,000 millionaires. I've created 8 so far. I got a 9th one on the way, all the way from India. That's pretty cool. And what I want to tell you is something very simple. It's been hard. It's been absolutely hard to help people leave the middle class, not because of the people, because the system would rather keep you being someone else's money instead of you having your own economy and having the money come find and flow to you. It was frustrating because I knew that anybody can make money. And if you knew what I knew, you would change your life. Over the last few years, I've built a large following of over 500,000 people every month that pay me for me to give them advice. Well, that's been exciting for me. And the cool thing is I've created thousands of six-figure earners. I've created millionaires. I've created people who can live their dreams and hold on to their legacies. And now my eyes are on you to create you to what you need to be great. I have been teaching my principles and these principles to hundreds of thousands of people around the world, every country, all continents, and anyone who has taken them seriously, written them down, and applied them have a 100% success rate of leaving the middle class. I've taught these secrets to my following, my inner network, and I've watched them go from 4 figures to 5 figures, 5 figures to 6 figures, 7 figures, all the way to 8. Everything that I've ever learned from millionaire mentors, billionaire mentors, and everything I learned from being homeless, and everything that got me into the top 1%, I have placed inside of a book. To date, it is the longest book that I've ever written, the most best book that I've ever written, and that book is called The Richest Man in the Trash Can, and I'm offering it to you today for free. This book is going to show you how to become wealthy into the top 1% and leave the middle class. This book is going to give you a step-by-step plan if you're 30 years old, all the way to 70 years old, how to get into the top 1%. If you're a teenager, how to get to the top 1%. If you're a millennial, how to get to the top 1%. It's going to teach you how to make 6 figures immediately, teach you how to get to $1 million immediately, and all that good stuff. Plus, I'm going to give you the 36 objective laws of leaving the middle class. Plus, I'm going to give you every last one of my secrets that have made me rich. You have to understand that leaving the middle class is the most important fight that you're going to have in your life. And to be honest with you, and you can kind of relate to this, it almost takes $450,000 a year just to be broke in America. And that's just in America. If you don't leave the middle class, which is actually an illusion, then you are going to have a really hard time. Think about it for a second. Most of you going to be watching this are going to be baby boomers, and you've been sold a bad check. They lied to you. Your retirement was not enough for you to live comfortable, and I'm going to give you this book for free so you can figure out how to triple your retirement and then quadruple your retirement, and then as Grant Cardone would say, 10x your retirement so you can live the life that's worthy of you. I want you to remember that leaving the middle class is the most important battle that you could ever face in your entire life, especially for your family. So consider this video, this book, your friendly tap on the shoulder. I want to send you a free copy of this book because I believe that abundance is your birthright. I believe that abundance is freedom, and I believe that this book is right for you. In fact, I believe in that so much that I will send you the book for free. All you have to do is cover the cost of shipping. I'll eat the cost, I'll take the loss, and all you have to do is get the book and dominate your reality right now and apply the principles so you can be the best person for your life that is yours. Fill out the form sitting right there to the right. Go ahead, dominate your reality. I can't wait to send you my book. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to have you as someone that's been on the journey with me. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate.